You know what the president of Kenya is not aware of? Is that the people, the children, my age mates, whom is fighting on the streets, are actually an evolved version of him. We are not our parents. There's something in science called evolved DNA strands. The children today on the streets can actually see right through you. We are not gullible, and you cannot easily manipulate us. We know very clearly that you are in that position because you were put there by a few people, and they had their own interest at heart. Now that you are there, you are serving their interests at our expense. We agreed to let it go how you got to that position. Our problem is you're still serving the interests of your masters. Neo-colonization is actually a thing that this generation can see through very clearly. This is why you sent our men to Haiti without consulting the general consensus around that situation. Your punitive tax, you're not even open-minded enough to actually listen when people tell you we are rejecting that bill. You keep insisting on taking it through. And yesterday, you even went the extra mile of shedding the blood of the very Kenyans that put you on that seat just to defend your colonial masters. Now here is the truth. Yesterday, you signed your very first resignation out of that office. It might not happen immediately, but yesterday you officially talked to the people of Kenya and said, I'm done with this job. Even if you didn't say it verbally, you said it with your action. Because at no point are you ever going to convince this generation that you mean well for them. Because when they came at you with flags in their hands on a peaceful demonstration, you sent them back with bullets and death at their doorstep. This is going down in the history books. We are no longer in a generation whereby you think history is going to be manipulated. You are going down in the history book as one of the perpetrators that sided with colonial masters in a modern day age to take out the African child. And you might use force on the streets. You might use the powers you currently enjoy. And you might think you're suppressing the rate that is currently going on amongst the young people. What you are not aware of is that you've actually planted a seed that is sprouting against you. The people you're seeing on the streets is only a third of us. The generation right now that is fighting you is very awoke. It means they're not just fighting you in the physical realm. They're coming at you from all corners. The people in the mountains kneeling down right now. The people in the rivers invoking their ancestors. The people touching Mother Earth and calling for action upon you, upon your administration, and upon your family who are standing by watching this happen. Whatever is coming down on you, even you are not ready for it. And your arrogance won't even allow you to listen to the few voices of wisdom asking you to put down your tools and arrive at an understanding. Yesterday you killed any room for democracy. Yesterday you killed any room for dialogue or negotiation. Yesterday you told the African voter, the Kenyan voter, that they don't matter. And it's people outside who have other interests at heart that actually matter to you. So you go down in the history books as one of our colonizers. And I really feel bad for the children of the people currently in power. Because they might get away with it. They might be gotten out of office. They might actually get away with it. But you know who's going to carry the bloodshed that happened yesterday? It's your generation. So if I was someone like William Ruto, I'd be very, very, very worried. Because look at the burden this man is bringing upon me. Can you open your eyes? Can you open your eyes to reality? Nobody is buying the bullshit anymore. You don't mean well for this country. If you meant well, you look at the complaints people bring out, and look at how do you cut your budget in-house and compensate for whatever budget you needed currently, and not at the expense of the taxpayer. But no, something lies to the Kenyan voted leaders that somehow once you are on that seat, it's all upon you. We are coming for you. And the crazy thing is you can't even match up to our intelligence because you are an evolved DNA. We are an evolved version of you. So please watch this space. If I were you, I'd be very careful.